I'm coming in as a spontaneous response from life and as a response to, hi John, a friend of mine messaged me because I'm part of this beautiful, gorgeous Sangha and community, and what is being revealing from my own direct embodied experience is how deeply we can feel the potency of the dark forces around us, and sometimes even getting caught up in them. And I'm sharing this to demystify and normalize that if this is happening, know that it is a reflection and a mirror back to where you hold still parts of you that are craving for deeper homing and love. But also it communicates where else in your mind, body, and your field you unconsciously and innocently, and me, this is a message back to me, of course, you and me and us might perpetuate the very forces we want to eradicate. So this is a time of the greatest alchemy. Some call it the Great Awakening, the Great Return, and requires us to have an open heart and a grounded presence to keep combusting all of these hungry ghosts within us. That's all it is. They're asking to be met in the light of awareness. We are the fire and these are the moth. And I know that's easier said than done because it's very quickly we can get caught up in thought forms, what I love to refer to as kind of density, dense vibrations about specialness or non-specialness, about our sense of omnipotence or our sense of unworthiness. And we can forget who we are. And this only arises so that we appear to remember. There is a lot of division that's happening in society at the moment. There's a lot of hatred. There is a lot of impulse and spontaneous action that can come from a place of hunger, from a place of what I'm seeing coming in my therapy room and in conversations, and I have seen these pulls in me too. A kind of, it's almost like a reminder, a memoir of how we must survive this. Yeah, and I'm coming from Crete, from a lineage of people who had to survive, who had to sacrifice, and who also found gratitude in their own life, in their own ways. That I'm distilling the wisdom from them by connecting with them and releasing the ones who need to return to the light. We don't have to do that in that multidimensional plane. Maybe that's not the journey for everybody. Your journey might be different. Your journey might be you are the journey. You are the destination. This is the paradox. I'm not here to teach anything. I really feel I have nothing to give. Just have nothing to offer. But perhaps an echo of trust and an echo of a fierce invitation. That's what's arising actually. A fierce invitation to not fall now, to not fall prey of fear and the malaise of numbing and armoring. That to keep sane in an insane world is a sign of insanity in many ways. We are called to break open the cage of our hearts and the illusion of separation, and to notice very gently, very, very slowly where we begin to separate. This might be seeing a homeless guy down the street, and the thought form that emerges is, I don't know, why don't they get a job, for example? Can you notice that and bring that back into your heart and notice how that voice is conditioned programming running through, that we have believed it to be true? And we know it isn't true because we're carrying shame or guilt about our thoughts. And this is how we perpetuate and getting stuck into this platoscape, basically, feeling that that's all that exists. And what if there's deeper places of love in which we can cultivate and anchor in each and every moment? There's a group of pigeons sitting on the roof of my neighbor's house, and it's like, yeah, can't we stop flying and just sit by the side and witness? Stay anchored in witness mode, not bypassing, but simply observing. There was a pile of logs in one corner of my garden. And when I tune in, I'm hearing, this is us. This is us, humanity. When one log is on fire, I think Eckhart Tolle said that. And if you place another log next to it, it catches fire. And that's the fire of truth. And when I say truth, I mean love, really. That is the truth for me. That love is the main current our bodies and hearts and skin recognize. The main current that we recall and remember the ripples it's leaving on our hearts. And the most challenging current to embody, despite being it. So wherever you are today, can you let yourself be loved for however the moment is emerging? Surrendering is surrendering to the reality as it is in any given moment. With this judgment, accept it. Be with it. Be curious about it. Curiosity is the very thing that gets crushed out of our systems growing up as children. Sadly, through schooling and paradoxically. But that's the paradox we're dancing in all along. So when I see Trump and Zelensky having this conversation, and I have feelings or thoughts stirred up in me, I take this as my invitation to keep coming deeper into who I know I am. So in many ways, being anchored in not caring which side is right. We know shit. We know nothing. We only pretend that we have some conquering over this life. So the inquiry I'm taking into my heart is, where it's gonna sound funny, where am I trumping in my daily life? where is this force that I've projected out as Trump catching me on fire, and I lay that out? Staying anchored in that place of neutrality isn't disconnected with our humanness, because our rage, our grief, all of these feelings have a place. And this is where I am now. Where I was a couple of weeks ago was a very different place, sitting deep in my inner cauldron with these forces, transmuting and alchemizing, returning to love, keep sieving and sieving and sieving and deepening and forgiving. What might nurture you? Where can you turn to for nurturing? The more we expose in simple presence our thoughts with true ownership of our own responsibility and sovereignty, and take full responsibility of our own inner and outer world, goodness, humanity will be in such a different place if we all did that. And it's not late. I wouldn't say I'm an optimist, but I'm ferociously committed. Here's us flying all together like a flock. Here we are. So anchored in stillness knows when to stay on the side, to look after yourself, to survive, and knows when to fly into, when to talk, when to intervene. But love doesn't need words. This is a video, an impromptu video from a beautiful community that I feel so privileged to be in, and I have felt really truly held at times of acute inner alchemy. As a mother of 3, no family support. And that's my journey. I've come to peace with that, and other times it's agonizing grinding, and it's providing me the exact fuel that I need for whatever reasons. So where do I other? I wrote a blog recently about mothering, even the word mothering. It's like language is providing us the option. Do we want to mother ourselves, to mother each other, and by that I mean nurturing, or to other myself and other each other? Language is a simple mirror back to who we truly are. So how can you mother yourself? How can you nurture yourself? How can you love yourself? Because you're so loved. You're so deeply held. And whatever your journey is a great contribution to what can reveal as a humanity's ways of awakening back to our heart. It will take fierce discernment. It's a message I'm given. And an anchoring and entraining in the vibrational quality of what is it that we see outside. There's going to be a great mismatch between what we see and what's underneath the cover, which is already what's happening. The revelations of the secrets and all of that is coming simply because the light I would love, and some might disagree fiercely with that, but that's what I'm holding on. That's the position. If I was to fixate on one side, is I want to be faithful and have faith about what we're capable as humans to create in this new earth. May you be at peace. May you be well. May you keep nurturing and mothering yourself and all those around you.